Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Ohio gozaimasu. Ohio gozaimasu. I don't know how to say it in good evening to you people in Japanese, but I know how to say good morning in Japanese now because I'm here. I exist. Hi everybody. Welcome to Japanese West Coast WEDNESDAVE. I can't be too loud, but actually it's only 9:46. Who gives a flying fuck? Hi everybody. Let's say hello to some friends in the chat. Lance, my friend Lance Suarez, my senpai. Go hi, sensei. Derek Neiman in the house. Hey, Rob McCallum. See, I do a better Scottish accent than Sean Crystal does. We all know that. Our sports scores: the one team lost 4-2, and the lottery numbers are 12. What's up, Tom? The robot overlords. It's too late. They're here also. Who else is in the house? Ray's in the house. Hello, Raymond. Joshua. Hello, Tyler. Tyler Uppercut. Sam McClurg in the house. I may actually. I can't really show you where everything is but I'll try. Kazra, I'm only sending you pictures of dead fish in hopes that you come join me here and we collect dead fish together. That is me, big time Tokyo Dave. Stop it, Derek. I can't read it. I'm just learning it. Hello, Leon. Good evening. Good evening. Good morning. So it is 9. Oh, by the way, is this sound too loud or is it just appropriate loud? This is actually, I bought a microphone to bring with me for recording. And also I just wanted something a little bit, because I can do this. Look, see, whatever. Anyway, good morning, Adam. Good morning. All right, sounds good. So yes, it's 9:45 or 9:48. It is morning time here on Thursday, but everybody in the States is watching this on Wednesday. Man, time is weird. I think Seattle may be the furthest in time from Japan. It's 17 hours behind me, Seattle. Glad to hear it. So I've been here for 8 days. This weekend is Brave and Bold, which is they changed the name. It's like Tokyo or Japan Comic Art Festival. So that'll be fun. And then next weekend is Tokyo Comic Con. That's also going to be fun. I'll probably be spending a bunch of money on original art. I have bought so much stuff. If you can see, and this room is tiny. So let me see if I can show you. Hold on. So there's the bed. So there's bags next to the bed, but under the bed, I've been storing everything under the bed because it's just, I've amassed at least an extra 2 suitcases probably at this point. So it's going to be fun bringing all of it back and just, anyway. But I absolutely love it here. And I did not know what I was missing. And now I do know what I was missing by not coming here any point in my life before that. I have, oh yeah, well, this came from Gold Grails. No, Gold Grails. What's the name of it? They do bootleg shirts. Somebody will put it in the chat. I can't remember the name, but it's been great. Yesterday, oh, Tyler, I'm here for 19 days. From November 19th through December 9th. So, White Gold. Thank you, Josh. White Gold Industries. Yes, there we go. What's the craziest thing happened to you? Nothing crazy. I've just been buying stuff and walking around. I'm not looking for any weird times. Actually last night it was really cool. I don't know if you would call this crazy, but I went to a sushi restaurant right by my hotel in Koenji where I'm staying, and the there was 3 of us in there. It's a very small restaurant, been around for 60 years. It was me, a French dude, and a South African dude that all happened to wander into the same sushi restaurant. And it was pretty interesting because, like, the chef spoke some English. He was a little bit younger. The mother, who owned the place, who opened it 60 years ago, she didn't speak any English. So it was fun talking to the French guy and kind of telling him what they were saying. Because I understand a little bit of Japanese at this point, because you kind of hear some of the same things over and over, like, like when you're ordering stuff, or what would you like to drink, et cetera, et cetera. No, I'm not looking for I'm not trying to get into trouble by trying to get a massage in a country that I am not a citizen of. Good morning, Amber. I mean, I know Kamen Rider, but I can't say that I'm a fan or anything like that. But there is a ton of Kamen Rider stuff out there. No, I didn't do a bullet train. If I do a bullet train, it's going to be going to the gods. I don't know if I'm going to kind of venture outside the city on this trip. I wanted to take in Tokyo at its, in its entirety. But yeah, the 7-Eleven is like a block away from my hotel. Everything's okay. Like, the sandwich that I liked the most is the chicken egg teriyaki one. I had half of an egg salad sandwich, and you know what? No matter where you are in the world, it's still egg salad, and it's still the most mediocre fucking thing you could ever eat. Japan absolutely is a wonderful place. I mean, the people here are fantastic that I've interacted with. The coffee shops are amazing. That's been probably my favorite thing on regularity, is to explore different coffee shops. Lamari Coffee and the B Coffee. I can't pronounce the full name, but they call it B. Let me show you this has been the 2 shops that I visited the most. And then I found another spot. I think I went to Wichita, Kansas for college. But this is if you're anywhere near Koenji, that's one of the best coffee shops here. And so the people at the coffee shops have been very good. They're so quiet, and everybody is just so respectful here. I mean, that's the real thing, is that people respect each other enough not to be jerk-offs. It's the opposite of America in every way, shape, or form. And I lived in, I grew up in New York, so I took the subway and the train and all that stuff my entire life, and just, it's the opposite. What's up, Marco? Those are called soapies. I don't know what we're talking about. Sandwiches. Good not to follow the David. Yeah, I'm not trying to get into David Cho type of trouble, unless after that I become a millionaire. Maybe. Sushi has been amazing. The one place I had last night was fantastic. And then Aki Inagi, who is a good friend of Ed Pisker's. He's a translator, works in the comic industry. He took me and Brian Moss and Rachel to a very special sushi spot. It's a neighborhood spot. The guy trained in the same manner that Jiro trained. And it was probably the best sushi meal I've ever had. That being said, went to a French Japanese fusion place 2 nights ago, and a Japanese fellow who owns it makes stone ground buckwheat crepes, and he does all himself. He grinds the buckwheat every morning, and it was the best meal I've had, period, so far on this trip. But I still have about 10 days left, and so 11 days left, so there's a lot. Let me show off. I can't show off my entire haul, but I selected just a bunch of stuff to show. I mean, I've been hitting the Mandarakes. I've gone to all of the ones in Tokyo so far. The 2 best are probably Shibuya and Nakano Broadway. Yeah, yes. Oh, the bakeries here are great. The good thing is the portion size is not so huge. So, you have a pastry or 2 maybe in a day, and you don't feel like you're overeating. And the coffee here is fantastic, but the portion sizes in the coffee is to be desired. I can't just drink 8 ounces of coffee in the morning. No fucking way. Not when I'm trying to actually operate off of like 5 hours of sleep every day. And then they give you like a little glass of water. It's like, I'm not a child. I need real water. I need amounts of water for an adult human being. They don't drink enough water in this country, and that's 100% right. So, but that's not my problem. That's theirs. I don't know which toy store. I mean, I've been to Monterake, which is 7. The one in Akihabara was 7 floors. But I'm not going to bring home too many toys. The only toy I am bringing home for now is this cool Namco Bandai Godzilla -1 gold figure. That was a special edition they did when the movie came out. I've bought a lot of Godzilla stuff because I love Godzilla. There's no American comics here. I mean, I've seen maybe 2 boxes worth of American comics. So you're not going to find that kind of stuff here. It's all gone from this country, probably thrown out. Sleeping's been, you know what? It got better the last 2 nights. I only really sleep 5 hours a night. So, but I get really tired at like 8 o'clock at night. And I'm just like, oh, I got to sit on my phone or something to keep myself up. That's also the thing. But like, you could tell people don't drink enough water. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you can just see it on people's skin. I mean, I'm not going to get into skincare routine because I don't really have one. It's this. You drink a lot of water, you don't have to worry. I have no hair, but I've got good skin. What's up, George? Konnichiwa. Jacob-san. Ohio gozaimasu. So yeah, I went to the Godzilla store in Tokyo. It's a little pop-up. It's okay. I mean, I spent too much time there because I was looking at every single thing, but I picked that up. I might pick another one up. We'll see. Oh, well, thank you, Josh. Yeah, I mean, it's like the one thing I've got going for me. I haven't picked up much Junji Ito, but I did pick this one up. It's an early Junji Ito book. I couldn't tell if it's called Hellstar or something like that because of the translation, but it's different. It's great art, but it's a little bit different. And then it gets into the, weird, crazy stuff. But I was thinking about taking the train out to Okinawa. I think it's in Osaka. The Junji Ito exhibition is going on there now. But it's like a 3.5 hours to get there and then 3.5 hours to get back. And it's like, I got to get up ass early in the morning just to make it worth my while. Picked up this Spirited Away picture book. So it's like scenes from the movie and text, but it's a lot of scenes from the movie. I don't know how much of his stuff I'm gonna pick up, but I would like to find some Princess Mononoke stuff, and then maybe get something from like Totoro. I don't know. I got to be really selective, even though I'm buying everything. Ramina. What was Ramina? Oh, that's the name of the book? How hard is it hunting? Oh my God. It's pretty tough. When I'm with Sean, it's a lot easier. We went hunting yesterday and we filmed it for an episode for his channel. So with Sean, I can just pull a book out and just be like, what is this? I mean, the thing is, and we talked about this yesterday, it's like, I trust my taste on picking stuff based off cover. And if it's an artist I recognize, then I don't have to worry. Like I got a copy of Short Piece, which is Otomo, and this is with the OB strip. So I'm really stoked on that. But I could probably pick up like 2 or 3 more copies of this. I mean, with Otomo stuff, it's easy. With Umez stuff, it's actually kind of easy because he just passed away. So a lot of the stores have an Umez section. Toriyama, it's easy, but I don't know what to buy because there's so much. Just like there's, some of these legendary creators, there's so much stuff. But with Otomo, I can probably pick up anything and not worry about it. Martin, I've kind of figured out the subway system, but I got a pocket Wi-Fi. So I've got it on the maps all the time. So it's pretty easy. It's really not that hard to get around. The only station that's really tough to get around in right now is Shinjuku because first of all, it's massive and there's construction. And literally the other day I walked around it for 10 minutes trying to figure out the signs. The signage is a little weird, and not because it's not in English, there is, but they don't do arrows the way you would think about it. It's like there's everything on one side and it says straight ahead, but if you like don't really read the nuance of what the sign is, it's like, oh, you have to go to the left. Shinjuku is a mess. I don't really like it over there. It's too Times Squarey. I like Koenji. Koenji's great because it's not touristy, and there's not. It's very quiet over here. What's up, David? That's right. I know, Derek. I'm going to be filming a top down with Sean today for it, and I'm going to try and pick up a couple more copies of it when I can find it. It's cool. Speaking of that, I've been buying a lot of these Marvel X books, and the Marvel X is kind of like me and Tyler were talking about it today, but it's kind of like a little Wizard magazine if it was only Marvel, but it's cool because most of the ones that were done in the 90s collect some version of Todd. Now, this is obviously Liefeld's cap, or maybe that's not even Liefeld. Like, could be. Yeah, that's Liefeld. But look at what's collected in here. ASM 316, 317. So lots of McFarlane interiors in the books that Marvel probably reprinted, post 70s. They probably reprinted Todd more than anybody, more than Jim Lee, more than Liefeld, any of those guys. Oh, the Ito book. Okay. Hojoki. I do not know what Hojoki is, but if I had a pen, I could write it down, or I could just ask Sean about it. Okinawa's like that driving. Yeah, I bet. I mean, you know what's interesting with driving in Tokyo? I bet I could do it, but I don't think I need to ever. It's not that many cars. I mean, with the exception of certain central roads and parts of the city. That's why it's the most walkable city I've ever been in my life, and that's more than London. It's more than New York, more than Seattle. Like, I could literally, if I didn't have to sleep, I'd be walking this entire trip. Yes, Chris, I did. Last night I had one meal that was fantastic, and then about 4 nights ago I had another one that was fantastic. Shinjuku, there are 2 levels. Japan name for the verse. That's really funny. I did not know that. That's called a dungeon. Yeah, it's wild. Shinjuku Station. Yes, I went to 2 nights ago. I actually booked a different hotel just for it was you'll hear about it at some point on the show or the podcast, but hold on. I booked a hotel in Asakusa Asakusa, and it's called Sauna Land, and each of the 2 rooms has a private sauna. But right by that was Sensoji Temple. Let me show you. I'll just show you one picture here. I went to it at night because it was right down the block, Sensoji, and it was beautiful. And I guess it's the largest temple in Tokyo proper. What's up, Josh? And Tyler was a Marine. That's right. That's right. And there you go. Derek, I probably won't do too much historical tourism. I just like history's great and all. It just the more I learn about it, the more I don't want to. Art museum. I might go to an art museum. That's the historical significance of things I want to learn about. But man, history just gets to be a fucking bummer because we're repeating it over and over and over. Hojoki is basically classical Japan literature for foreigners who like Japan. I do not understand why they do not read. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I also wouldn't know where to start. But I did not know that. I do like to read though. But I think by the way, pairing that with Derek, I probably will do historical stuff next time I come here. Like, I'm going to probably come back next year and see Kyoto and see Okinawa and see Osaka and maybe go up north to the Sapporo region too. Then I'll kind of want to learn a little more history. I did not visit a maid cafe yet. I'd still I'd like to do that because that seems like it's a little less trouble. But do they like? Are there specific ones for foreigners or not? I want to do a cat cafe also, because who doesn't love cats? It's great food at Cannon Temple and oh, okay. Martin, I may go back over there, but if I do go back over there, maybe to go to the French Japan restaurant. I like to eat, so could go to both. What's up, Andrew? Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, you guys are talking about stuff there. Observing and reporting on the present. See, yeah. History's great. I just well, man, I want to learn about feudal Japan. I definitely don't need to know more about World War II Japan because that is just I've been inundated with that stuff since I was a kid, learning about that stuff. And it gets really depressing when you read about it. But yeah, I want to report about food and coffee and more coffee and more coffee and comics. I've been buying a lot. Speaking of, what's up, brother? For December's traditional tenor performance between the Ninth Symphony and the year. Yeah, I know there's a lot of cool stuff here in December. I'm leaving on the 9th. I would like to have gone. Tom York was playing while I was here. I'd like to go see a show here. I'd also like to go find a punk show to go to, but I don't know if it's going to happen this trip. I've been buying a lot of Star Wars stuff because Japanese Star Wars stuff generally is cooler. A lot of this is Hildebrandt, and you get stuff you don't see in American. I don't know what's in this magazine, but I'm excited to flip through it. I bought a bunch of other Star Wars stuff because it seems like there's still a lot of stuff available from the 70s in Star Wars, whereas like try and find 70s stuff for Star Wars in the States, and you're paying a lot. Tyler, I've been buying some Star Wars stuff for sale. Don't worry about it. The main cafes in Akihabara are foreigner friendly. The girls outside hinting. Yeah, see, that's I when I was walking around Akihabara, I saw a couple of girls, but it was mostly guys trying to hand me flyers, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying, dog. But yes, look, honestly, I'm probably only going to be oh my god, Sean, I'm live. Honestly, I'll probably be keeping like 15% of the stuff I buy. I mean, this trip was really expensive, so the point of this trip is to bring back stuff for sale. It's the hunting, but the hunting is what I enjoy. And because everything is sealed, I'm gonna get to look through it before I sell it. So that's cool. Simon, nothing yet. I found one episode 1 program, which I'll keep. But nothing. They probably don't like Jar Jar here for some reason. I can't understand why. I do not like very much manga besides Tezuka's great. He is the godfather. I went to a live rock show and a very cool live holic. That's great. That's what I'd like to do, is go somewhere that's not super touristy to see a show. So I don't know what this book is. I mean, I know what it is. It's Godzilla 84 through 95, which is all the years that I was alive. That Godzilla was being made. But I don't know what kind of book this is going to be. But that cover, look at that cover. Just amazing. I will probably keep most of the Godzilla stuff I buy. That's the goal. Because we don't get a lot of it in the States. He's not as celebrated, obviously, in the States as he is in Japan. I am eyeballing a very large book. It's like I think it's just all about the first Godzilla movie, 54. It's oversized. And then I found a Godzilla -1 book that I need to pick up. Mountain, Nakacho, Mikata, an Italian guy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why I like staying in Koenji. It's not super touristy over here. Man, you know what, Derek? So I went to Sunshine City Mall, and they have one floor that's like all Pokemon. And it was cool. Like, it was cool to see the fandom there and like how many people were just waiting online and buying stuff. And I don't know what to buy. I did go to an art auction with Sean like the third day I was here. And in that auction, they had 2 Pikachu original cells. And I was gonna bid, I bid on one, but it went for pretty much the market price, which was like 3,800. And then I didn't bid on the other, but something like that would be something if I could find one that that I could pick up. But speaking of pickups, I think I got 2 copies of this. This is the original printing of Spawn Batman, McFarlane, Frank Miller. You can see the back cover. It's got the original cover of what it looked like in the US. So yeah, see Todd by Todd. I've been buying a lot of Todd. I haven't found a ton of it. Well, I've found a ton of Spawn. Well, there's a Godzilla museum in a town that's south of here that I know somebody went to and they posted about it, and I looked at it. It's like it'd be like a 3-hour, 2.5-hour trip. That I might do because it's the same town with the Ultraman statues everywhere. So I don't know. At this point, like it's so much stuff. It's really hard to remember what I bought the first 2 days, especially because I was in like that brain fog. I mean, I'm really stoked that I got Short Piece because I don't own that. And yeah, some of the Godzilla stuff, and I did find a Spawn 1 from Dengeki Comics. Hell yeah, Sean. That's right. There he is, guys. I put his YouTube channel link in the description. Sean, Japan Book Hunter. If you're not following him, you're going to see a lot of him on this channel, as he's already been here, and you're going to see a lot of me on his channel. By Eevee and Evolution's best Pokemon. Yeah, but I also like don't know what they look like. I mean, I could look them up, but you know, and also, y'all. So last week's episode was the Monster Mags. I've got 2 shorter episodes the next 2 Sundays because obviously I'm away, so I posted shorter ones. And but big news. Next Monday is the last episode of Direct Edition Season 2, my audio podcast. I'm going to take a break, and it's going to come back in the new year, and it'll be all me talking about this trip. You'll probably get to hear stuff that I'm not going to talk about on the channel that's not super comics related. So yeah, don't forget to follow Direct Edition. It's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Listen to it. Catch up if you haven't started listening to it yet. I put a lot into that podcast. What's up, Cal? The Yetimus. Oh yeah, okay. Now I know. See, Amber. See, I played Pokemon Go for a while, so I know what they look like. Just don't remember all the names. Can anybody translate that? Konbawa Dev-san. I'm not back. I'm still in Tokyo. I have not left. I'm here for another, what did I say, 9-10 days? There we go. Direct Edition podcast. Boom. Exactly, Sam. That's why I started reading more manga, because it's funny. You can hear me talk about it for the first time. My first interview with Jim Rugg on the channel. And I had just gotten a collection of, I just got a big collection. And in that collection was the first 2 omnibuses of Dragon Ball. And I was reading it and I was like, oh, this is great. If you are looking to get into manga, Dragon Ball is probably the best way, because of Toriyama is the Karl Barks of manga. The flow, the storytelling, just like you don't ever want to stop reading it. It's got great action, great humor. And Dragon Ball is probably the horniest comic book I've ever read, for at least directed towards kids. So yeah, I suggest anybody that's looking to get into manga, just pick up Dragon Ball. Start with the first Dragon Ball book, because that's where I started. And then you throw Sean on top of it and Ed's manga quests. And I was like, you know what? It really makes sense for me to, just kind of throw away my preconceived notions of manga, of maybe being something that like I can't get into because I'm used to reading American comics, because you really can. It's so easy. It's so easy. If anybody can translate that, let me know what that is. Oh, the time zone change is a little messed up when I try and think about like, oh, is this person gonna respond to my message? But sleep-wise, I'm on a normal schedule. I'm falling asleep a little bit earlier than I want to, and I've been pretty much always awake at about 5 to 5:30 in the morning every morning, but it's all good. Um, the Batman Spawn 2023, without being too hypercritical, it was the biggest piece of shit comic I've ever read in my life. It was terrible. It made no sense. The covers were cool, but the book made no fucking sense. And wait, and that's probably in due to part that Todd said he returned in the script, I think, like 3 days before the book went to print. Anyway, Kazuo Koike and Ryoichi Kagami are some great entry into manga. All right, Ryoichi Kagama, isn't he strongest man on the planet, or am I? No, that's Kaze Shinobu. See, I'm not there yet in knowing the books that they're popular for, but I know the books. I just don't connect all the writers and authors, or artists and writers. Journey into the West. Damon Albarn did a Broadway or a play version of that. Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider is just a very cool looking character. Weather's been great. Some days have gotten up to like 60s and sunny. Otherwise, it's generally been in the 50s and mostly sunny. It rained the first 2 days I'm here, but I've been wearing shorts for the most part. I am still Italian guy in Raiku, Hamaraiku Garden. Huh. Okay. Is Italia guy? Is that like little like an Italian part of Tokyo, or am I just kind of making that up? Yes. So Derek, I did go to the Capcom store. I went to the Nintendo store. That's in Shibuya, I believe, or is that Shinjuku? Shibuya. I wasn't really enamored with it. Like the Nintendo store was way too packed. The Capcom store focused on Monster Hunter, and I want Street Fighter stuff. I did go hit the Street Fighter 2 gachapon machines that I could find. I got the Zangief got his ass beat thing. So I did find some Street Fighter stuff. Not much Darkstalkers, a little bit. And the Nintendo, I really wanted to go to the Nintendo Museum, but I didn't realize that you had to make reservations, 2 months in advance. So there's no way I'm going to be able to go. So next time I come back, I'll make those reservations prior. But the Nintendo stuff was cool. It just wasn't really much that I wanted to buy. It was very focused on Mario and almost nothing else. A little bit of Zelda and then Pokemon. Buy a Psychic Girl. Oh, okay. Okay. I am familiar with that because Mai was produced in the US or published in the US, and so was Crying Freeman. And I assume Sanctuary was, but I don't know Sanctuary unless it was in front of me. But I do know Mai and Crying Freeman. It is me, Dave Zilla. It's me right there. Yeah. Yeah, Chris, it was dog shit. Okay, so it is the Italian district of Tokyo. Pretty cool. I didn't realize that there was an Italian district, but I could use some Italian food from some other part of the planet. I've never had Italian food outside of the States, New York, obviously, and London. Yeah. No, Cal, there's no way. Those books are Televi Kun from start in August of 79, goes through 80. There's no way I'm going to find that. And if I do, it's going to be fucking expensive. I mean, it's like finding, like it's so interesting because with the weeklies and the monthlies, you can find older stuff. I actually found a Shonen Jump from my birth, actually the week I was born, November 12th, 1979. And it's pretty bad condition, but I don't care, you got to go, Amber. It's 10:30 in the morning. And like I was looking at just trying to find some young magazines with Akira, because it ran for however many years. And the average price just for an issue of Young magazine that has an Akira part in it is like $110. 12 to 18,000 yen. And so the older stuff, like the only way I'm going to find it is at one of these bookstores that Sean takes me to. But it's also trying to figure out, like, looking at the spines with the weeklies. I don't know what I'm looking at. So I have to look at covers, but it does usually show the year on it. So it's very interesting. Like, I'm learning, and I think by like the next time I come next year, I'll probably have a better understanding. I'm definitely going to continue to study the language as much as I possibly can, because I mean, like, I'm just on Duolingo for 3 weeks, but it has helped me with certain words. And when I can start, oh yeah, well, that's the thing. You find Young Magazine #1, and we already know how much that is, $2,000, $2,500, and some of that. But it's just, and Sean can verify this. It's just harder and harder to find the older stuff because it's not a society that keeps a lot of stuff. I have some original Megami Ito published in the 70s in digest form, Yellow Pages. Lone Wolf and Cub, yeah, some early Lone Wolf. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing too, like foxing, I mean, I don't, you could see some foxing on this. No, you can't because of the light. You might be able to see it, but I don't mind the foxing because, like, beggars can't be choosers when you're an American in Japan trying to bring back manga. Yeah, low print runs on the last issue. The Green Duolingo, bro, he does have some serious hustle. Juan and Sean. I have had some decent ramen. The first spot that I went to was really good with Mossy. The second spot I went to was just okay, but I'm going to be having some more ramen. Maybe I'll have some ramen for dinner tonight. But the food has been really excellent. It still trips me up about the drink portion size. Like, give me adult size drinks. I am not a child. But pastries are good here, not too sweet. Like I said, I would like to do a couple things. I'd like to go to the movies and see Gladiator 2 or something, but it's not high on the list. The book hunting, Brave and Bold this weekend, so I'm going to be meeting Wills Portacio. I believe Artgerm's going to be at Brave and Bold. Peach is going to be at Tokyo Comic Con. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a photo with Mads Mikkelsen. Yakisoba. That's a type of soup, and I don't know what it is. I'm so green. Young Animal with Early Berserk. I mean, if I did see it, I'm sure it would be expensive, and I'm sure Sean could chime in and say it's really expensive. But I haven't looked. I don't know Berserk that well. I mean, I know of it, but I also just don't know how much more I can buy. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I did find this. This is pretty cool. Just a very cool original Spider-Man DVD set with 3 DVDs. I thought the packaging with the gold foil was cool. The holographic nature of the spines. And since they're DVDs, I don't think these are locked. I don't think these are locked at all, but that'll probably be for sale. I did buy, and I'm going to be going back. There's a Marvel store here that has some, that's right. There's a Marvel store here that's got some cool posters that I've never seen in the States before. Lots of these little blind assortment things of Godzilla. And if you saw the photo post, I posted a photo on Instagram last night. And that photo contained all Marvel stuff. Now, this was cool for 2 reasons. Obviously, you got, Infinity Gauntlet. This is Marvel X. But what's really cool about this, and some of you people out there know about this, Rob Liefeld did a Mission Impossible comic. It reprints the Mission Impossible comic in here. So that's really cool. And it's got the OB strip. This Marvel X issue number 13 with a dope cover has some Todd right here. And then also has the Frank Miller Sienkiewicz Daredevil. There's also some manga version of Tales of Genji, the ultimate classic literature. I don't know that either. But I like these suggestions, and this is saved, so I'm able to go back and write stuff down. Some more Marvel X with Todd and some great X-Men in there. This I know is a tough book to find, and I'm glad I tracked one down. This is going to be for me to keep, but this is like a thank you edition Spawn gold cover. I don't even know what issue it is. I guess it says number 10, but these aren't easy to find, so that I'm glad I snagged. And then just more. I bought a ton of Dengeki Spawn, so there's gonna be a lot of those for sale in the future. But all in all, this has been a fantastic trip. I have great people here. Sean has been so gracious with his time and just being a good dude. So we're going to be doing, most likely, and me and Sean have not figured it out yet. We'll plan that today. But I'm going to be hosting Sean most likely on this channel probably next week to do a sale, and he's going to be selling some great vintage Marvel stuff. I'm not kidding you, friends. He's got some of the best stuff. We're talking 70s Marvel manga. We're talking some of the rarest Marvel stuff to be for sale that you'll ever see. I don't have most of this stuff. How's the manga hunt been? Adam, it's been fantastic. And it's just kind of kicking into gear. Like I was telling everybody earlier, me and Sean went on a hunt yesterday. We filmed it for Sean's channel. And he took me around to some spots, and I even, it was great yesterday. So there's many more of those coming. Yes, I think Japanese trade dress and letters look better, and they make everything look better. Juan, I need to find it. I need to find that, especially the one that you put Sean in, Mitagi Gunner. When Sean says it, it sounds so much better than when my stupid accent says it. Oh, yeah. So this is, most of the hotels here are, it's very, it's got everything I need. It's just very small. Like, let's see if I can, maybe when I do a stream next week, I'll give you guys a little tour of it. The bed, the bathroom, the front door, and the desk. But luckily I'm only spending like 4 or 5 waking hours in the hotel room. But the hotel I went to yesterday that I stayed in for a night for relaxation and sauna, it was about 6 times the size of this room. So before I leave Tokyo, probably next week, in the middle of the week, I'll book another hotel somewhere else for a night just to get space and kind of relax. This trip is, as much as this trip is about, hauling and experiencing, this trip for me is about kind of relaxing after a very long year of hard, fruitful work. And I thank everybody that's been a part of this, because it's without, friends, without the you guys buying books for me, I wouldn't be able to do this. But that being said, like, it's still work. And I wanted to be able to just kind of treat myself. And money's great to save, like, but what am I saving for? Like, I need to live my life, and that's enjoying yourself. That's exactly what I'm doing. Yes, every toilet, especially the one in this bathroom, every toilet I've experienced has it heated, bidet, the works. They know how to relax on the toilet and clean themselves. No, I'm not. No, Ed didn't mail most of that home. Ed mailed some of it home. I'm going to be mailing home any flat stuff, but I'm going to be buying 1 to probably 2 new suitcases and just hauling it all on the plane, because I get 2 check bags and I get 1 carry-on, 2 carry-ons, my book bag and a mini suitcase. So I should be good. Appreciate you. Yes, Yetimus Maximus. I've seen a little bit of Transformers, but not a ton. Hey, Andy, what's up? Yeah, I'm having a great time. Ooh, besides, I did get to go to the opening of the Jonathan Roch 9 Inch Nails photo gallery, and so I got a couple of the show posters that are signed. And I was gonna buy an original, but they had to be shipped from Australia, then signed, then reshipped out to me. I was like, you know what? I don't really feel like just waiting 2 months to get it. But this is the original photo I was gonna buy, so instead I bought this show poster for the gallery. So I'm gonna have a bunch of flat stuff. I'm gonna be buying original art at Brave and Bold and Tokyo Comic Con, and what else? And we'll see what other kind of stuff I end up buying. So much. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you, Jacob. Yes, yeah, Cal. I was saying that earlier that I like the chicken egg teriyaki sandwich the most. And yeah, some of the snacks are good too. I've only seen one that Mossy put up, and then I put up one. I didn't post a photo of it yet, outside the Mandarake in Shibuya, as well as one of my stickers that Dr. Plagueis made, Jacob. So, but I think I brought one more kayfabe sticker. I've been wearing my kayfabe hat, hoodie, and shirt, so I'm representing. I mean, that everybody talked about the egg salad sandwich, and at the end of the day, it's still egg salad. I'm not a fan of egg salad, but the egg use on other sandwiches is good. I'm definitely gonna bring back some Zippadone. Yeah, I'll pick some up for Mahfood, who I think he's still live with Ink Pulp right now. But yeah, so come through. I'm gonna be posting whenever me and Sean figure out what's up, Ryan. Whenever me and Sean figure out when we're doing the sale, I'll post about it well in advance so you guys know. Oh, it'll be next week unless we do it. No, we're not going to do it today or whatever. But and then I'll be live again at some point before I leave. When I come back, I don't know when the sale's going to be. I'm going to need to kind of decompress, get back on the time, my sleep schedule. But I'm going to be doing a 2-day sale, and it's going to be the Haul and the Monster magazines and then other comics. New video coming out this weekend. CGC submission that I did, a small one. And I know that CGC is a scam, but I still like playing the lottery. It's a good one, too. It's a fun video, very short. And then the final episode, yes, no eyes. Mossy is still here. Yeah, I'm sure I'll see him in the next couple of days. So final episode of Direct Edition, my podcast is next week. And I didn't buy anything. Martin, I went to a bunch of record stores. I went to Tower, and I went to 2 Tower Records, 3. I went to a couple of the disc unions. I found nothing that I wanted to buy, like OB strip, because I'm not buying CDs. I don't own a CD player anymore. So far, the only media I bought was I'll show you. I wanted to buy this a while ago anyway. Does that actually exist, Tyler? I mean, Derek? Because I know that would be something worth buying to resell. But I did buy the Godzilla -1 exclusive box set. And this is the special cover. They have 2 different ones. So it's got -1 in color, black and white. I don't know if this is going to play on a PlayStation 5, and I frankly don't give a shit. I want to own this. It's so cool looking. Scales. This was my favorite movie of 2023. So excuse me while I gush all over again about it. And and I found a great coffee place that's right up my alley. Shark Coffee. But anyway, if you have never seen Godzilla -1, watch it. And then if you have seen Godzilla -1, and you have seen Jaws, and you have seen Jordan Peele's Nope, my first episode of the 2nd season of Direct Edition, I talk about how Jaws directly influenced Godzilla -1 and Nope. And Sam, it's not even a contest. It's -1. I mean, -1, I think, is the best monster movie ever made after Jaws. I mean, Shin's cool, and I grew up watching 1985, which was probably the first Godzilla movie I saw, and the original, obviously, is a monumental classic, but -1 is my favorite. I watched the OG movie like 3 weeks into COVID, like lockdown. I was like, "Oh, this is it's kind of appropriate." Um, so yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'm gonna go shoot some videos with Sean today, and then who knows what else I'm gonna get into. I probably did, Chris. I think I played the first 4 Doom games, and then I took a break, and then I played Eternal and the one that came after it. Yeah, yeah, I've got a bidet right here. I've got a bidet right in the bathroom, right there. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Uh, Ohayou gozaimasu. Ohayou gozaimasu. You know, Chris, the first time somebody said to me, I'm like, wait, what? Ohio? No, Tokyo. Comic Tropes in the house. Chris Beers. Good man. Ralph. What's up, Ralph? For the record, you're my 3rd favorite Dave. I need to know who your first favorite 2 Daves. I mean, it Cockrum and Coulier? But yeah, I'm having an absolute blast here. And you know, if you can make it out here, definitely do it. And I still have I still have a lot of time here, almost 2 weeks. 11 days. Sorry to hear that. I mean, to be fair, that's the first bidet I've ever tried. You know what they say about Dave Grohl. He's the best, the best, the best. I cried when the pseudo wife pushed him out of the blast, and then yeah. And then the end of that movie, there's some interesting stuff that happens, right here on her neck. I mean, I'm sure Jim will come back. I think, he just needs to. Well, this year he's not going to be here because he's going to Tokyo. He's going to Maui Comic Con next week, and Mahfood and Ed's family is going to be there. But I think Jim would totally come out here. He loves it out here. Oh no. No. You hit the bidet and then the bidet peed on you. Oh no, with your own well, you gave yourself a golden shower by accident. Yeah, I'm having a blast out here, and I think let's I think I could justify making this a yearly trip. Put on a trip together next year with an itinerary for us to tag along. I mean, that could be an idea. Yeah, now that I'll have a better feel for it after spending the amount of time out here that I spent out here, and then kind of recording it all. I've been doing daily recaps on my computer. I've been recording just about 10 minutes so that either it's going to be used as intros for videos, or it'll be used for the podcast, or it's just me so that when I come back I can record longer things. But yeah, I've been recapping and recording on my computer what I'm doing each day. Yep, Revenge of the Toilet. But excited to, if there's anybody, if you look up the Japan Art Expo, and there's some artists that you think I should specifically go look at artwork, please let me know. Same with Tokyo Comic Con. Obviously, I'll be talking to Will Sportasio. I'll be talking to Artgerm, Peach. I know Ryan Benjamin's here. Mike McCone. A couple other Matt Frank. But there's a lot of Japanese artists that I don't know. So, and I will be going with Sean to at least Tokyo Comic Con, and might go with him on Sunday to Brave and Bold, even though I'm going Saturday. But the trip was kind of centered around having a couple of things to go to and then doing what I want to do otherwise. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be it. We're almost at an hour, and I think this is a great way. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Next couple weeks leading into the new year, once I get back, it's gonna be hitting the ground running. Yes, totally. Yes. And Sean, talk to you in a little bit. But I want to say thank you. Everybody hit the like button. Don't forget to do that. Let's get the algorithm just, you know. T1, my next claim sale will probably not be, I don't know, till mid-December, because I'm not getting back until the 9th. You can email me at westcoastavengers@gmail.com. Or if you go onto my website, you can also send me www.westcoastavengers.com. Hold on, let's put that in here. www.westcoastavengers.com. Thank you, Tyler. And I'll be live at least one more time before I leave. Sam, appreciate you. Rob, I think you're okay. Maximus Yedimus. Oh, yes. Happy Thanksgiving to my friends in the States if you celebrate. I will not be celebrating because I'm not in America. Plus, Thanksgiving should be celebrated for other reasons. Maybe we should bring down the American government and give the land back to the people. But I'm not celebrating Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for my friends here in Japan, and I'm thankful for you. I don't need to celebrate that because I'm thankful every single day for you fine people. I'm thankful on a 24/7 basis because I should be face down in a ditch in a bottle of scotch somewhere, and I'm not. So appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, T1. Josh Poo, I'll see you when I get back. We'll do breakfast. We'll go, where we're going. Derek, my brother. Anarchy. Everybody enjoy their Thanksgiving, though. If you're celebrating with family, if you're celebrating with football, if you're celebrating with fellatio, however it is you're doing it. Yeah, I'm going to get some more noms and Mylars. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining. And I guess I'll say thank you to Kazra, too, for being Kazra. All right, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace out.